Hey, it's Kaero. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for 3,300 subscribers. I am back doing some more gameplay today. I've been making so many Phyrexia All Will Be One spoiler and card review videos that I have not done any gameplay in a while. I said on the channel I was going to be doing gameplay when Phyrexia came out, and I was like, if something inspires me, then I'll do some gameplay with Brothers War Standard, but right now the meta is pretty solved. But I did get inspired with this mono white aggro build. Mono White Aggro has basically taken the form of soldiers lately, and the other soldier deck is Azorius, and they're like riding up in the best of one, probably 56 to 60% win rate, which is actually super respectable. But I've thought about Mono White, and I thought about building something not soldier based, because Mono White, 2 or 3 months ago, we had like a nice little build going, and I was like, I wonder if that's still viable. And it turns out, I think it is. This deck is a fun little aggro deck. It's something that people aren't expecting. Whenever you play a turn 1 recruitment officer, they're like, okay, soldiers, I get it. And then you kind of play adversary, and then you play Adeline, and people are like, oh, this is the other mono white, the old mono white. But it has some new tech in it, so it has Steel Seraph, 2 of those, and we have Wandering Emperor, so it's not quite as low to the ground as the other mono white build was. But we do have Sarah Paragon for bringing back our Intrepid Adversary later and pumping our whole squad. And Adeline just remains one of the best 3-drops in the format for white. If she was a soldier, she would be absolutely incredibly broken. I think probably would skyrocket soldier win rate up even 2, 3, 4% from where it is now. But this deck, I played 6 games tonight. You're going to get to see every game, including losses and including one of my misplays, which didn't really end up mattering, but it was pretty embarrassing misplay, but I still left it in there for you guys to see because that's just real life. And you get to see the wins and the losses, but I am happy to report that there are many more wins here than losses out of the 6 games that I played this evening. It's all unedited. It's all raw. So, thank you again for subscribing. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Before we begin, probably one of our stronger matchup, which is really surprising, is mono red, just because of the Intrepid Adversary. If you can get that down and stick it, getting that 3 life a turn really makes a difference. Also, we have the Wandering Emperor that can exile something that they're attacking with, gain you 2 life, and Steel Seraph can also provide some lifelink as well. Against other aggro decks, if you're playing Steel Seraph on turn 3, making one of your things flying, especially Adeline with her Vigilance, is really clutch, and Paragon to bring back all of your stuff later. Also, don't forget to scry with the Guardian of Nubenalia if you can, and enlist, because that helps you line up your draws. A lot of times, like in the early days of playing Guardian of Nubenalia, I would just attack with that and like a 1/1 token. Those 1/1 tokens that Adeline makes are perfect for just making sure that you enlist while keeping your other stuff up as a blocker available as an extra attacker, and just add that power on the Guardian. Hopeful Initiate can also get rid of enchantments, troublesome things in the format. Even Fable the Mirrorbreaker, when it turns into the reflection of Kiki-Jiki, is still an enchantment creature. So remember, if you have 2 counters on something, you can take those off with Hopeful Initiate and get rid of a Kiki-Jiki token or reflection or wedding announcement or whatever. Sometimes you can get rid of a wedding announcement in combat and make all their creatures less power, less toughness after they block. So, that's enough rambling. Thanks again. Enjoy the games. See you next time. Alright, we're on the play. We've got Guardian of Nubenalia and Thalia, Guardian of Thraben as our 2-drops, Brutal Cathar for our 3-drop. No 1-drop, we do have 4 lands. This is a pretty good start against somebody that has removal spells, tax those, especially Fable the Mirrorbreaker, things like that. If they play a creature, we want to get rid of it with Brutal Cathar. That's not too bad. We'll start the game with this. Okay, we're probably playing against mono white soldiers. If that's the case, we'll start with a Guardian. Okay, oh, Azorius Soldiers, alright. And a Harbin. Okay, we can take care of a Harbin. Question is, do we want to Brutal Cathar that now, or do we want to Adeline attack with the Guardian? Let's Adeline. I wonder if they attack here, because if they don't, they can tap 3 of these creatures and draw a card. So they're not going to. So, let's play our Brutal Cathar, and then if they want to tap these and draw a card, they're more than welcome to. I don't think they want to open themselves up to that much damage. Oh wow, they did it. Okay. In that case, we'll take Harbin. You really don't want Harbin on the field when they're able to attack with a bunch of soldiers. 5, I believe. Yeah. Because then they all get +1/+1 and gain flying till in a turn. That's like a death sentence for us. So as long as we can keep Harbin away. If they play another one, that's fine, I think. But they're going to go in with Sky Strike, make a 1/1. Gotta be wary of a Protect the Negotiators here. Alright. So we'll enlist here. We'll go in here and here. Steel Seraph, Recruitment Officer. Seraph would be nice. Get some lifelink. We'll put that at the bottom. Reason I went in with the Brutal Cathar, they probably have to protect the Negotiators, but I went in with the Brutal Cathar because if they block with Harbin or Harbin dies... Cathar Commando. Okay. We still have our Iganjo, so now that we know they don't have a counterspell, not too bad. If they get this Harbin back, they're going to have to sacrifice 1 anyway. There and there to take 4 toughness. Okay, so what I think we do... Maybe we blow out this soldier right here. Let Harbin die to Adeline. Let them get their other Harbin back. That didn't seem that good. They get their Harbin back. Go Thalia. Okay, they can't come at us on the ground because of Thalia with the first strike. If they have an Iganjo Seat of the Empire in their hand, it costs 2 right now. Although, yeah, they can cast it. In with those 2, okay? Seraph is a good pull. Yeah, we can do Seraph. See if they have a counterspell. They don't. Well, Move to combat. Destroy our Seraph, but we already got the trigger. Flying. I think that should be enough. Okay, got there. My initial inclination was like, well, I'll give Adeline lifelink and gain a bunch of life. But I'm like, oh no, flying is lethal, so good game. Alright, we're going first. We have 3 lands. We have 2 2-drops here. Adversary would be our later play if we had the choice, because we want to pump that. Pay 2 mana when it comes in to pump our whole squad. Guardian's a good, fine 2-drop. Adeline's a clutch 3-drop, and Sarah Paragon's really good, so we've got a lot of good cards here. Okay, if this is mono blue, what do we want to play? I think the plan remains the same. Guardian, let him bounce it to our hand. Guardian can keep attacking through a Haughty Djinn. Bankbuster. 2 island Bankbuster. Get this Peacekeeper and see what's going on in this hand. Mightstone, Weakstone, Arcane Proxy. They're prototyped that for 3. 2/1, Exile Instant Sorcery, which they don't have. Urza's Command, Blast Zone. Urza's Command. -2, -0 to all of our creatures. Power Stone token. Tap 0/0 Construct with +1/+1 each artifact. Scry 1. So they have 2, 3 lands. We're gonna go Urza's Command. The Proxy doesn't bother me too much. Command, they have 2 of them. We'll tax both of those. Next turn, we'll go Adeline. Get a land, we'll go Recruitment Officer. So, if they're forced to play Proxy, it's just going to suck for them. Can't crew the Bankbuster. Okay, Adeline is the way we go. And we go with both. Get rid of the Recruitment Officer if they block the Guardian. Okay, so Urza's Command's off the table. Can't buy him anytime. Foundry can be fired up for 2. Alright. Gotcha. No counter spells to speak of here. Let's pump our squad. Syncopate. Okay. Made a tactical error there. Thought I clicked everything to attack. Huge error. It happens. Do it for the lulz. Mightstone, Weakstone can take out Adeline. Yeah, clicking too fast. That's a lesson. Sometimes you click too fast and you don't have your Adeline attack, but good game. Okay, 3 planes, Guardian, Adversary, Paragon. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. The lifelink on this Adversary is really clutch against mono red. It's nice to have 2 of them if we're playing a deck that's a little faster than us. If not, we can hold it off for a while. I knew we were going to play mono red at some point. Now it better be good or I'm going to eat my words. First, though, we'll put in the Guardian. Because it's hard for Burn to deal with the Guardian. Thing is, if they attack with their Swift Spear here, they could just play with fire our face. They should have attacked first. Made me block. And then all of a sudden had a 2-3 and then made me trade off a card and not have this die and then have theirs still be alive. Should have attacked first there, but as we know from the last game, we all make errors. Okay, we'll take the 2. What else? Okay. Thought it was going to be a Kumano faces Kakazan, but it is not. We have a little bit of life to play with, not too much though. So, let's do this. If they use 2 burn spells on Adeline, then we know that's 2 fewer burn spells in their hand for us to gain some life with here. Mechanized. Yep, that's a good one. Can't attack us. Ooh, there's some life link. Yeah, I like Seraph here. Let's not make the same mistake again, shall we? Let's go life link on you. Am I okay with trading both of my creatures? Yes. Yeah. A little bit of lifelink on mono red, and it just kind of folds because it's like, well, can't burn down from 20. You're not going to burn down from 30. Good game. Okay, we are going first. Going first a lot this evening. Adversary turn 2, not the greatest turn 2 play, but Adeline on 3 and Paragon is always really good. Mono red. All right, this will be our second game versus mono red. See how it goes here. You know, I'm thinking about holding this. No, I'll play it. It's gonna get killed, but that's one less burn spell that they'll have for later. If it doesn't get killed, that's gonna be amazing, but... Wow. I think at this point, I'm okay with trading this for either one of their creatures. Put us back up to 22, trade, get one of their creatures off. If they don't block it, that's even better. Okay, they didn't block it. That's tough. That's a tough spot for them because if they don't kill this adversary, they're gonna be we're gonna be gaining 3 life a turn. Even the mechanized warfare is not gonna matter. Okay, if I have a choice to block, this is gonna do 2 damage, right? 2. This has 3. Is it going to be Paragon here? Probably not. Just put a bunch of trash. Buff Adeline. Bunch of tokens bring us back to 22, and we still have access to Ganjo because Adeline. Alright, good game, Mono Red. Opponent goes first. 2 lands. We have 2 1-drops. Seraph and Adeline are great. We have 2 planes. Even if we draw Mishra's Foundry, we can still play these. Peacekeepers, just fine. Being that we're on the draw, we have a chance to draw that land to play this, or a 2-drop. The most plentiful cards in our deck are 2-drops, so we could draw into a nice curve here. We'll keep it. There's one. Now we just need a land to fill out our curve very nicely. Blood Tithe Harvester. Yep. Another Adeline. Don't like to see that. Let's go Guardian. Okay. Not bad. Can't make it indestructible because it's -2, -2. Fable is not what we want to see. Neither is Seraph. Grixis, very powerful. I think probably 5% more higher win rate in best of 3 than it does in best of 1, but it actually tears up some of these aggro decks in best of 1 pretty nicely too. If we double block here, we get blown out by a Go for the Throat, Infernal Grasp, any removal spell ever, so we're not going to block. Invoke Despair mana is up, so they may do that. Setting a Blood Tithe down to prepare for their Fable the Mirror Breaker. No mana for us still. No training available. The thing that we hope to do here is, if all of our stuff can be untouched... Oh, they're going to attack with the Blood Tithe? Okay. Risky. What do they have? Shieldred? Nothing? We don't have 3 mana. If we had 3 mana, we could attack with all these, train these here, tap 3 mana, destroy the reflection. So, what do they have? Interesting. They didn't cut down pre-combat, so they let these train. What else? Invoke Despair. Corpse Appraiser. Haven't seen that yet. Shieldred. You know, the interesting thing is, if we draw a mana and we have to Brutal Cathar something, we kind of have to take... Oh, that changes things. I'm going to say we kind of have to take the Blood Tithe Harvester, because if we take the Reflection, they just sack the Harvester, get the Reflection back. Interesting. Return their Harvesters to hand, counters their lifelink. Okay. With a make disappear, that's over. We didn't get lands. So good game. We'll go on to the next match. Okay, opponent goes first. Hopeful Initiate, lay down arms. We can get rid of their 2-drop cleanly if we need to. Peacekeeper, double Peacekeeper's not the best, but it's not the worst. Wonder if it's Grixis again. Nope, Esper. Missionary. Try to get ahead of them here. We don't want to see a Rafine. Okay. We're going to go Peacekeeper, try to tax their hand. Benalish, Sleeper, Kicker. Make us sack a creature and they do as well. And missionary and go for the throat. Let's tax the Banalish Sleeper, because we'll get Adeline out next turn. We'll start making tokens, I think, that we can sack. This is interesting. I don't know why they sacrificed their restoration. Very odd. We can get another land. That's pretty good. Alright. No reason for me to play the Cathar here. I'm just gonna save it. If they have a board wipe or something, I don't know what they're doing with this deck. Yeah. So now there's a good reason for us to play Cathar. Not that we actually need it, but actually we'll just go. We'll just go over the top. Overhead. All right. Good game. That was a little weird at first. I was like, they're going to have some synergies with these sacrificing this Restoration of Viganjo little 1/1 spirits, but I don't know why they sacrificed that. But I'm sure they know. Good game.